Success isn't about waiting for the right moment or feeling motivated all the time. It's about discipline, the ability to show up, put in the work, and stay committed regardless of how you feel. People often think that successful individuals are constantly driven by motivation, but that's a myth. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like waves, unpredictable and unreliable. If you rely solely on motivation, you'll find yourself making progress only when you feel inspired, and that's not how long-term success works. The people who truly succeed are the ones who have built the discipline to keep going, even when they don't feel like it. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you're tired, bored, or unmotivated. It means sticking to your goals, following your routines, and holding yourself accountable, no matter the circumstances. A disciplined person doesn't wait for the perfect conditions to start. They create progress with consistent effort. They don't make excuses. They find solutions. They don't let temporary feelings dictate their actions because they understand that success is built through persistence, not fleeting bursts of inspiration. Think about it. How many times have you started something with enthusiasm only to lose interest when it got difficult or inconvenient? This happens because most people rely on motivation alone. When the excitement fades, they stop. That's why so many gym memberships go unused after January, why businesses fail within the first year, and why people abandon their goals before they see real results. Successful individuals don't fall into this trap. They develop routines and habits that keep them on track, regardless of how they feel on any given day. Discipline isn't about making massive changes overnight. It's about small, consistent actions that build momentum over time. Waking up early, planning your day, sticking to a schedule, and eliminating distractions. These are all habits that create discipline. It's not about being perfect. It's about being committed. When you have discipline, you don't need motivation to get started. No. You train yourself to take action automatically, whether you feel like it or not. Another key aspect of discipline is self-control. It's easy to get distracted, procrastinate, or give in to short-term pleasures. But disciplined people understand the power of delayed gratification. They resist the urge to take the easy path and instead stay focused on their long-term vision. Success isn't about talent or luck. It's about having the discipline to do the hard work, even when no one is watching. At the end of the day, discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who simply dream. It's not about how much motivation you have today. It's about how consistently you show up, day after day, no matter what. Success isn't just about how hard you work. It's also about how well you protect your time, energy, and focus. One of the most overlooked habits of successful people is their ability to set clear boundaries. They understand that without boundaries, distractions will creep in. People will take advantage of their time, and they will constantly feel drained and unfocused. If you want to achieve anything meaningful, you need to stop saying yes to everything and start guarding your priorities. Many people struggle with setting boundaries because they fear disappointing others. They don't want to come across as rude or unhelpful, so they overextend themselves, saying yes to requests that take them away from their goals. But here's the truth. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something that truly matters. If you spend all your time meeting other people's expectations, you will never have the time or energy to work on your own dreams. That's at its E. Successful people are selective about where they invest their time. They don't let unnecessary meetings, meaningless social obligations, or time-wasting activities consume their days. They set clear limits and communicate them with confidence. They know that their time is valuable, and they don't allow others to dictate how they use it. This doesn't mean they are selfish. It means they have priorities, and they protect them fiercely. One of the most important boundaries to set is around distractions. In today's world, endless notifications, social media, and unnecessary conversations can consume hours without you even realizing it. Successful individuals know that deep work requires uninterrupted focus. They turn off distractions, create dedicated time for important tasks, and don't allow themselves to be constantly available to everyone. If you don't control your focus, someone else will. Hell. Boundaries are also essential in relationships. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. Some people drain your energy with negativity, constant demands, or a lack of respect for your time. If you allow these people to take up space in your life, you'll find yourself exhausted, unmotivated, and constantly dealing with unnecessary stress. Successful people know when to say no, when to walk away, and when to distance themselves from those who don't align with their goals. Setting boundaries is not about shutting people out. It's about creating space for what truly matters. It's about being intentional with your time, focusing on high-value tasks, and ensuring that your energy is directed toward the things that will move you forward. If you don't protect your time, no one else will. One of the most powerful habits that successful people develop is taking full responsibility for everything in their lives. They don't make excuses, they don't blame circumstances, and they don't wait for someone else to fix their problems. Instead, they own every decision, every failure, and every outcome. This mindset separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck. Because the moment you take full responsibility, you take full control. Many people go through life believing that their success or failure is determined by external factors, luck, opportunities, other people, or even the economy. They blame their lack of progress on their upbringing, their boss, or the obstacles in their way. But the reality is, as long as you place responsibility outside of yourself, you are powerless to change your situation. Successful people refuse to think this way. They understand that while life is not always fair and challenges are inevitable, it is always their responsibility to figure out a way forward. Taking responsibility means accepting that your results are a direct reflection of your choices and habits. If you're not where you want to be, it's not because of bad luck or unfair circumstances. It's because of something within your control that you need to change. This is not an easy truth to accept. It's much easier to blame something external than to admit that maybe you need to work harder, improve your skills, or change your approach. But the moment you accept responsibility, you unlock the ability to grow. Because if the problem is within your control, so is the solution. This mindset applies to every area of life: your career, relationships, health, and finances. If you don't like your job, it's your responsibility to learn new skills, network, and seek better opportunities. If your relationships aren't fulfilling, it's your responsibility to improve your communication, set better boundaries, or walk away from toxic connections. If your health is suffering, it's your responsibility to take control of your habits, your diets, and your lifestyle. No one is coming to save you, and no one is going to do the work for you. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can start making real progress. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself. It means empowering yourself. It means understanding that while you can't control everything, you can always control how you respond, how you adapt, and how you move forward. The most successful people don't waste time complaining. They assess, adjust, and take action. What's that? Eliminating distractions is another critical part of effective time management. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, endless notifications, unnecessary meetings, and unproductive conversations. They also know the value of routines and systems, instead of relying on willpower to stay productive. They create habits that make success automatic. They plan their days in advance, set specific times for focused work, and create schedules that maximize efficiency. They use tools like time blocking to ensure they dedicate uninterrupted periods to their most important tasks. Time is the most valuable asset you have. If you don't control it, it will control you. It will control you. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not how many hours they have in a day. It's how they use them. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond to it. No matter how smart, talented, or hardworking you are, setbacks will happen. You will face challenges, unexpected obstacles, and moments of doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is resilience and adaptability. The most successful people don't see failure as the end. They see it as a lesson. They don't let setbacks break them. They use them as fuel to push forward. They understand that success is not about never falling. It's about always getting back up. Resilience is the ability to keep going even when things get tough. Many people quit the moment they face resistance. They try something new, encounter a challenge, and decide it's too hard. But successful people know that struggle is part of the process. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, more skilled, and more determined. Instead of seeing failure as proof that they are not good enough, they see it as feedback. They ask themselves, what can I learn from this? And then they adjust, improve, and try again. Adaptability is just as important. The world is constantly changing. Markets shift, industries evolve, and new challenges arise. Those who are rigid and unwilling to change will always struggle. But those who adapt, who stay open to new strategies, and who are willing to reinvent themselves when necessary, will always find a way forward. The most successful people don't cling to old ways just because they're comfortable. They are willing to pivot, experiment, and embrace change. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with resilience and adaptability is fear. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of leaving their comfort zone. But fear only has power if you let it stop you. Successful people feel fear just like everyone else, but they don't let it control them. They push forward despite it. They understand that growth requires discomfort and that the biggest opportunities often come disguised as challenges. Developing resilience and adaptability is not just about mindset. It's also about habits. The way you respond to small challenges determines how you'll handle big ones. If you make it a habit to push through discomfort, to look for solutions instead of problems, and to embrace change instead of resisting it, you will build the mental toughness needed for success. Source. Success is not about having a perfect journey. It's about facing obstacles, adapting when necessary, and refusing to give up. Those who keep going, no matter what, are the ones who achieve their goals.